Right, so we're going to literally start the It's a Wrap, okay? And always just keep a nice little tail. What I'll say for this one is when you've done your slip knot, just keep a nice little tail. You'll understand why a bit later on, but just keep that nice little tail. So to start this particular project, we just need to chain 6. Now with this one, I wouldn't say go loose. I'd say kind of keep a fairly sort of nice, even tension, not tight, not loose, just regular. And we need 6. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So how we start this one is we are literally going to start by placing 1 treble crochet now into the 4th chain from the hook. And the 4th chain from the hook, we don't ever count the 1 on the hook. So it's 1, so we go 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's that one. And if you're not sure, you can see there's 2 left at the end. So you've only started with 6. So it's that one. And there are instructions in the book on how to do a treble crochet. But for everyone who already knows, we put our yarn over our hook. We insert it into the 4th chain. And we literally yarn over and do 1. Wrap the yarn again and through 2. Wrap the yarn again and through the final 2. So you now have got, this is the bit that we kind of didn't use, which was the first 3 chains. We've got our first treble. Now we're going to do the same in the last 2 stitches. So wrap our yarn again into the next stitch, pull through. We've now got 3. I should have oiled my hook. Through 2. You know, sometimes when you start, your hook's kind of got that initial kind of powdery thing. And then I'm just going to do it once more in the last hole. So really, as long as you can count to 6, this one's quite good. Okay, so now we have something that looks a bit random, but we'll go with it. Now what we need to do is we need to turn it. Okay, so it's going to be pointing the other way. Okay, make sure it is pointing the other way, so it's pointing to your left hand. And we're now going to chain 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, and we're going to repeat what we did at the beginning, which is to put a treble crochet in the 4th chain from the hook. So that's that chain there. Wrap my yarn in, yarn over and through 1, wrap my yarn over through 2, wrap my yarn over through 2. And we're going to repeat in the next 2 again. Yarn over, insert, yarn over through 1, yarn over through 2, yarn over through 2, and then the last one, yarn over, in, through 1, yarn over through 2, yarn over through 2. So you've now got these 2 random looking things. Do you know what I've realised I've done?
What?
I've used the wrong hook.
Is that why it's not?
That's why it's baggy. What a numpty.
Should it be that one?
Yeah. Shall I quickly redo it?
Yes. And
right.
we'll
talk amongst yourselves.
We'll talk amongst...
Well, there's a 50-50 chance of getting the right one, wasn't it? Honestly.
Yeah, because, you know...
Honest to goodness.
There's a different one in there as well. What's that one? Because that's the thing. We've started collecting... With each pattern, we're doing a different size hook. And we're now sort of making a collect. So this is a 4.5. Put that back in there. What's that? That is a 5.5. And that one is what, 6?
4.
4. See, I couldn't even guess. Now that's turning on its own. That's weird. There must be a setting in that camera for tracking. I'm going to see if I can switch that off because I keep trying to get Helen in.
See, it just makes you think somebody's like in control of it.
I know. So all tracking, tap, unlock. Ah, there we go. It was AI tracking on that camera was on. I didn't know I'd got.
AI.
Right, let's try and get it. Pudding, me and you. I thought, Daphne says I thought you were. It was too much of a struggle to go through, Helen. Mistakes are good on lives. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. I'm just trying to get the camera. There we are. So,
right.
Sorry about that.
That's okay.
Let's take it back to your hands.
So I am back to where I was.
Yes.
So when you're just not explaining it, it's actually quite a quick stitch to do.
Yes.
So what I've got is my first bit that I did, and then the second bit. Now what you need to do now is these need to be joined. So if I just take that off there for a moment, these are actually what we call the squares. Now the way to look at it, okay, if I hold it this way, and the way to know you've got it right is the first square, you can see that the trebles are running horizontally. The second square, you should be able to see that the trebles are running vertically. So in other words, they're running in opposite directions. If they're running in the same direction, you haven't quite got it right. And that's what gives the nice pattern. So I'm just going to pop my hook back on and pull my yarn. So what we now do is we need to join this part to this part. And the way we do it, that chain 3 gap we left at the beginning of the first row is just sat here nicely. So we're literally going to put our hook through, pull the yarn through, and then pull it through again.
That's just basically a slip
Basically
stitch.
a slip stitch, and that's it. And what we do now, so the two are joined. I know there's a gap, but just go with it. So now what we're going to do is chain 3. 1, 2, 3. And we're now going to place 3 treble crochets into this space here. So yarn over. That's 1. Some more yarn. 2. 3. Okay, so I'm just going to pop that down and move the hook out. So it almost looks like a little heart. But you will see that on this one, the stitches, your trebles are going that way, as they are on this one. But on this one, the trebles are going that way. So it looks like a little alternate, kind of checkerboard really. So now what we're going to do is we're going to turn the work, and we're now going to chain 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and back to what we were doing again, which is basically jumping into the 4th chain, 1, 2, 3, 4, 4th chain from the hook, and placing a treble crochet. 1, and into the 5th, into the 6th, 3. Okay, now what we're going to do is we are now going to, and making sure and I said about the end thread, this thread here, have we?
Yeah,
I've moved off. We've moved.
It's okay. I'm getting you back because it's just. There we are. Isn't that nice? You're centered now.
Lovely.
Sorry.
This original bit of yarn, I said to always keep it a little bit long, because this is almost your grounding point. This always needs to be pointing down. So this is always going to be the very bottom of your work. So wherever you're working, because we're going up the project, always keep this bit pointing down, and you know you're going right.
Because that is the base of the. So that's
your
your
bottom.
tail.
Yes, that's your bottom.
Your
yeah.
tail hanging down your bottom.
Yes. So now what I'm going to do is, once again, I'm going to jump into this loop here, and I'm going to do a slip stitch, just literally to join the 2 squares together. There we go. So now you will see.
Hang on, have we moved again?
I think we have. I can't go that high. I'm going to run out of desk.
Hang on. I'm trying to keep. I don't know what's happening with these cameras, everybody.
Okay, I'm just going to carry. I'm just going to work here. I'm just going to lay across the desk.
It's like when I'm trying to film threading a machine.
Right, I'm now going to place. My voice is going. I'm now going to. Whoa, coming down. Can you just say left a bit, down a bit, right a bit?
Yeah.
I'm now placing 3 trebles into this space. I'm not looking at the screen, so you'll have to tell me, Sarah, if I'm suddenly out of shot.
Maybe up a bit. Look, down a bit. There you go. left.
Okay.
To me, to me, to
I've
me.
got my 3 trebles. I'm now going to jump into the top of this stitch. And sometimes you need to kind of jiggle it a bit to find the space, but you'll find the space. Slip stitch. There we go. Got a knot in it. Excellent. Talk amongst yourselves. And now I'm going to chain 3. I'm now going to do 3 trebles. This is why I think this is quite a simple pattern, because everything's the same.
Yes, it's chains and trebles.
Yeah.
And at the end you've got to do 6.
Yeah.
And then each
in between you do
cluster
3s.
You do 3 and trebles.
Yeah.
So now you need to rotate it. You've got a knot there.
I need to undo my knot.
Yes.
I've undone my knot. Okay, so you can see what's happening, and
I've
what
got your yarn holder here.
as you can see, you'll see once again there's my little tail. Okay, and it should be forming a perfect little square, a little angle. So I'm now going to turn.
Let me guess, chain 6.
You got it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And this is the one where you can really tell if you've not gone right. It's so easy to get it right. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, I'm now going to place a treble in the 4th chain from the hook.
Hi, Helen.
Who said hello?
Helen Maynard.
Oh, hello. Hello, Helen.
What I also like about crochet is it's easy to unpick. I find it easier than knitting.
Knitting, you've kind of, once you unpick it, it's quite tragic, isn't it? You want to cry. Because it just doesn't undo quite the same. Okay, so that's that. Don't forget, if you're ever thinking, where am I? This bit's got to be pointing down. So now what we're going to do is we're going to join. So again, find the top of it, slip stitch. Chain 3. 1, 2, 3. Can you see the pattern now, folks? Can you see how it so easily starts to grow? And you are increasing, but you're not having to think about increasing. No. And it's quite I think it's quite a chilled one, to be honest.
And just keep going.
Yeah, and that's it. And you literally just keep going, because now I've got that square. I'm now going to find the top of that one, which is there.
And I like the way you just pop the needle up a bit. Pop the needle in the gap. You don't have to worry about. No, you don't. About sort of fiddling. Apart from when you do the six chains, you need to go into the 4th one. There, it's just you're just going through loops.
Yes, exactly.
You've already made.
And then I'm going to attach that to this one.
There we go. And you just keep on going.
You literally...
Until it's how wide?
66 inches.
66 inches.
Which isn't that bad.
No. We've put the sample in the show box at the moment. Otherwise, it's on the top there.
I'll go and get it.
I can't get to it.
Let me just finish my last few stitches. Got one more stitch to do. But I think because of the way this grows, you can make it for any size. Yeah. So you can make it for a little girl, a little boy, a doll, a teddy.
Yeah. Sally says thank you. I get it now.
Ah, perfect. Let me just get the sample.
And also get like one of the other samples for the moss stitch.
Oh yes.
Oh, you've got one. It's just attached to that one. Yeah.
Or that one.
Or that one.
There's the shawl.
So this is the shawl, And that bit you're looking at is, hang on,
there it is.
Is that bit there?
Yeah.
So that's the bit that goes
at the back.
Ooh, actually, it's a bit warm for crochet. It's a bit warm. It's nice and cool here. But...
Yes. Yes.
So there we are.
And because you can keep going, you can just decide when you want to stop. If you want it to be a bit smaller, you can just kind of just flip it over your back as you're going.
And this is the Calypso.
Yes.
So we've got a crochet show. We've got a Sarah Payne Studio show on Saturday at 7 and Sunday at 1.
Yep.
And this is available.
It is
there. Obviously, have a good rootle about around our website as well.
Yes.
There's stuff on there.
There's stuff on there.
But
and the one I was playing around with is the Violet Ice, which is
that's a lovely
colour. And there's a new colourway coming out on Sunday.
There is.
Saturday.
That's that one, isn't it?
Do you want me to get it?
Yeah. Because there's two new colours coming out for the poncho. So I've been making little squares. I have labelled them. They should be on the sample. You know, we sorted the samples out. They should be there. That's it. So this is the new colourway. This is Honeydew. So that's the new colourway that the It's a Wrap is coming in. Look at that. Yummy.
Yummy.
And then these, actually I'll do it like this. These are two new colours of the boho for the poncho. So there we go. And as ever, we have labelled them because there are so many now I get confused. So that's Soleil, which I think that's gorgeous. I love this really dark blue against the green, and then the grey, the blue. And then
this one.
This is Afterglow. So this is purples, and I tried to photograph it in my house.
Do you know what I see this as?
Didn't
It's kind of like, you know, that kind of Indian summer time in September.
Oh yeah,
that nice, yeah. Where you get nice sunsets and
yeah, and they're so lovely. So those are two new colours that are coming out. Sadie says I have the Violet Ice colourway. I love it. Yeah.
Betty, it is easy. Honestly, it really is easy. Just take it slow, one stitch at a time, and you just gain your confidence.